My comfort zone. Your girl has not been live this much in a long, long time. Let's see. So I made a decision at the beginning of August that I was going to post a long form content video every single day on YouTube. Um, However, I've since had to adjust that if I'm not able to post a long form video, I will go live. And when I tell you this is really stretching me because I've been gone for so long, I have not created videos in so long. And it's like once I start creating the videos, I fumble over my words. And so you are literally, when I go live, you are literally getting it uncut. I literally created a video that was like 36 minutes. That's with all the fumbles and bumbles. And it takes so long to edit a video. And because if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I'm dealing with this iPhone storage that has been a pain. So I have to keep my commitment by showing up live. And it's 11:18. I was supposed to start this live 2 hours ago, but my phone was like low when I really went to start the live at like 9:45. So I had to let my phone charge. So yeah, a bunch of stuff. But I am going to pull up my notes on my iPad because I see right now YouTube is not giving me any viewers. I still don't have anybody in here from what I can see. And so I do want to touch on a few things in this live. Again, like I said, I almost skipped because, it's just a lot that I have going on in my life right now. And I am really pushing myself, with this commitment. I don't know what possessed me to say that I was going to go live. I mean, that I was going to post a long form video every day. I don't know. The only thing I can think of is I needed the push. And so I want to encourage the person that's watching this, replay right now that is trying to decide on if you are wanting to create income online. Listen, I don't know if you are, aware that what we are going through in this economy, it is not going to get better anytime soon. Like I literally saw today where people are having to do interviews with a AI, person. I don't know if it's like I don't know what type of, if it's a real person or if it's like a chat bot or whatever, but they are being required to do AI interviews. Can you imagine having to do an interview with a AI? I don't know, like assistant, I don't know what they're called, a chat bot, whatever it is. But can you imagine that we are here in this world where we're having to do interviews with AI? And also I saw today, someone sent me a TikTok video that showed BMW is using AI robots in their facilities as far as where they manufacture the cars. So you got to know that jobs are going to be affected as we continue to progress with technology with AI, as we continue to progress with technology with many different things. Like, I'm not sure, what type of industry you're in, when you're watching this video, but you want to make sure that you are able to provide for you and your family. Like a lot of times, I don't know if you are the type of person that's watching this video that, scrolls on social media, but I will say this last, 17 months that I've not really done a lot. I've consumed a lot of information. I've done a lot of research and, I've seen like some stories about how people become homeless, and no one really plans to become homeless. Like, I was homeless before, not to the point to where I was living on the streets, but I was misplaced to where I could not afford to get my own home, and a friend had to co-sign for me to get an apartment. And then I actually ended up losing that apartment because I woke up one day in January 2015 and I literally could not move. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of my videos where I talk about that, but I literally woke up one day and could not move, like, at all. When I say the only thing that I could do was open my eyes. And if you can imagine, you go to get up out of your bed in the morning and you open your eyes and there is just like no movement at all. Like, you can't move your arms, you can't move your legs, you can't move your head, you can't move anything. So that was very like scary for me. And I ended up losing my apartment and I had to move in with a friend. So that is homelessness for me, where I had to live with someone. So to me, there's different people who have different definitions of what homeless is. Some people will say you're not homeless unless you're living on the street. But for me, my definition of homeless is if I do not have a place where I am, like, this is my home, like this is where I pay the bills, I do everything here. In my opinion, if you are a grown person and you do not have a place where you are living that you own, not somebody can tell you to get out, but that you own, and you're having to stay with someone because you don't have the ability to get your own place, that's homelessness. And so, hello, Priscilla. Hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate you stopping in. But yeah, that's what homelessness is to me, like where you don't have your own place. And so I've been homeless before. And so for, that situation, the reason why I became homeless is, number one, I woke up one day and I couldn't move. Number two, I did not have enough money saved up to where I was able to take care of the things that I needed to take care of. Hello, Priscilla. Hello, Alberto. Thank y'all for stopping in. So y'all are stopping in, and I just decided to go live tonight because I don't know if you are new. You're probably new. You probably are not a part of my channel. But basically what I did is at the beginning of January, I made a commitment that I would go create a long form content video every day. So on YouTube, that's typically 8 minutes or longer. And if I am unable to do 8 minutes, then I'm going to go live. And so that is what I'm doing. Like, I'm committing to that. And so I want to encourage any of you that are watching my video right now that are thinking about creating income online. You got to step outside of your comfort zone. Like, it's just so many different facets to creating income online. It's so many different things that you can do to create income online. And for me, thank you, Priscilla. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for me, I just, I enjoy. And for me, I got a notification. And for me, I enjoy sharing my information. I don't know. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 18 years, and it has been pretty challenging for me the last, 17 months, I would say. And I'm just getting back into the swing of things. And you got to understand that if you're watching this and you're new to creating content, there is a process. Like, it's so many different aspects. Like, the best thing that I can tell you if you're new to creating content, number one, you got to figure out what way, you want to create income. Like, this video is about me keeping the commitment to showing up. I think I titled this live, I almost skipped tonight, but I'm showing up. That is this title of this live. It is the actual fact. I almost skipped tonight, but I'm showing up. So, you got to be accountable to yourself. You got to be disciplined. Like, nobody is going to make you get the success that you want. Either you want it or you don't. And you got to be the person to hold your own self accountable. Like, nobody is going to do it for you. So for me, I could have very easily said, you know what? My phone is not charged. I got all of these different things going on. I'm not going to go live. And then I would have not kept my word. Or I could turn this phone on, I could charge the phone up, turn this camera on, and share some information and value with you guys. What's up, Priscilla? You left off the 2 S's on my name. I was in the middle of saying something and I done totally lost my train of thought. It's so many different things that I want to talk about. Again, like I said, the biggest reason why I wanted to do this live is to, number one, keep my commitment. Number two, I did want to touch on, a lot of times when we are doing things, right, and we set out to do things, and we get off square, a lot of times it's because of procrastination. And I'm big with procrastination. I'm working on it so hard. But um I don't know. Oh, it's asking me a question. But I'm working on procrastination. I don't know. Are you the type of person that procrastinates? Like me, I am so working on that. And that is definitely not a good trait to have. And I'm working so hard on not procrastinating because, I realize that you procrastinate, typically when you are a little bit afraid of something. So there's a reason why we tend to procrastinate. But I'm getting out of it. So that's the first thing is acknowledging something that you do not need to be doing, which is me. I procrastinate. So I'm acknowledging it. What are you saying yes to, Priscilla? I asked you something. I saw that you didn't put two S's on my Nikki Pink Goddess. I don't know what the name is you got right there. That's too funny, but you said yes. Did I ask you something? So yeah, so I'm going to I see that YouTube is giving me a couple viewers because I do see that I have 2 likes. So I want to thank the 2 of you that took the time to tap in for a few minutes and give me 2 likes. I do appreciate that, but I'm gonna stay on for just a few more minutes because I really I was talking about I don't know what I was talking about, people are, if you don't plan, if you don't have income saved up, if you don't have certain things in place, it's very easy for anybody to become homeless. I was talking about how I was homeless at one time, and then I was given the definitions of, some people have different definitions of homeless. Some people feel like you're not homeless unless you actually live on the streets. And some people feel like you are homeless, like myself, if you are displaced and you do not have a place where you actually live. And so it just kind of depends on what your definition of homeless is. But at the end of the day, if you're not creating income like consistently and you don't have money saved up and you're not doing things to where you can prevent yourself from becoming homeless is not too far from any of us. Like, unless you are filthy rich and you have a lot of money and you have all of this, all these things planned out, anyone can become homeless with one small mistake. And so that happened to me. Like I said, I woke up one day in January 2015. I literally could not move for some hours, ended up having to finally being able to move. And I called my mom and she came and took me to the emergency room. And, I ended up having to have neck surgery. And that whole situation left me in a homeless situation. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I was not financially prepared to go through that entire process that lasted almost an entire year. And I actually was in the VA's homeless program. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole objective, for me now, as I am approaching 50. I cannot believe that I am approaching 50, y'all. Can you believe your girl is approaching 50? I am working on preparing for my future. And so that's what I was saying to you is, with technology, with AI, I know there's a lot of people that bash AI. There's a lot of people that don't like AI. There's a lot of people that talk bad about AI. But I feel like if you really understand, AI is here. It is not going anywhere. In my opinion, I am a little afraid for, my grandsons because I feel like in about 30 plus years, who knows where this world will be with the technology for AI. But that's not for us to fret about or stress about right now. The objective, in my opinion, is that we need to see how we can best utilize AI to assist us in creating income. And that is what I am doing. That's what I teach. That's what I share. That's what I work on. And the goal is to create more money. You can never save your way to more money. You must invest your way to more money. You must, create more money by actions, by doing side hustles, doing different businesses. You have to have more than one income stream. One income stream is not going to keep you in the ability, keep you in place to where you can keep up with inflation. Inflation is just going to continue to happen. Like, literally, just to kind of give you something, my phone. So I told you I'm having issues with my phone storage, right? If you are an iPhone user, please, please, please start removing things off of your phone. Do not get like me. Do not have 200 plus thousand photos and 17,000 videos and start trying to remove stuff because it's a problem now. So what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to get like an external hard drive. Like, so there's a external hard drive called SanDisk. Now listen, this is showing you how much inflation is. I bought a 2 terabyte SanDisk drive back in 2023 for I think it was like $140. That thing is right at $400 right now. The 6 terabyte was like $200 and something. I got that one too. And it is going for right at what, $800? So that is inflation right there over 3 years. So do you understand? Like, I literally paid less than $400 for 6 terabytes of external storage. And both of those right now is going for over $1,000 right now. So that is the definition of inflation. Like my Apple iMac computer, I want a new computer. The computer that I have now, I spent right at $3,500 for it, right? To get a new computer right now with similar capabilities to the computer that I have right now, it's about $5,000 or a little bit more. So in order for you to be able to keep up with, inflation, you got to create more money. Like, that's the only way. That's the only option that you have, is to create more money. You cannot save your way to more money. So when you are looking at ways to create more money, you have to ask yourself, like, what are my options? So that's where you have to decide, like, what do you want to do? Like, what type of money do you have to start a business, right? How much time do you have to start a business? What exactly do you want to do to start a business? Are you going to do everything by yourself? Are you going to work with somebody else? Like, those are the kinds of questions that you have to ask yourself when you're looking at trying to figure out how you can create more money. But I'm telling you right now, if you're watching this, you're watching the replay, you got to create more money. So with that being said, that leaves me with I think I got one more thing I wanted to say. Let's see, one more thing I wanted to say. The last thing I wanted to say is the fact that I turned this camera on and I kept my promise to myself to either get a long form video up or go live. I'm proud of myself, because that means that I am stepping out of what is comfortable, which is disappearing. Like, that's what I normally would do, which is disappear. So I'm no longer disappearing. Like, I'm showing up, I'm committing to this, I'm staying committed to this, and I'm looking forward to the growth. You're going to see my growth. You're going to see, me fumble over things. You're going to see the progress that I'm making, because I am committed to my future. I'm committed to creating a better lifestyle for myself and for my family. So with that being said, I want to thank you for watching, because I don't have any viewers on here. I'm not sure who Priscilla is, because you are putting a bunch of, I'm starting to think that it may be maybe like a bot, because there's a lot of different things that do not apply to what I've said. But I'm not sure. I think you're the only person that's on here. So please comment replay if you were able to watch the replay. If you have any questions, again, about anything, you can always leave a comment on my videos. I am very responsive. I would love it if you would like, share, subscribe for the journey. I thank you for taking time for watching my video. If you're watching this video right now on the replay at 19 minutes, I appreciate you. I thank you for watching. And I hope that you get some value from the videos that I share, because I am super excited to be able to share this journey with you. So with that being said, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next live or the next video. It's your girl, Nikki Pink Goddess, also known as Coach Nick, signing out. And you already know it's officially level up season, baby. Let's get it. Let's go.